Addiction medicine specialist. Drew, do a little bit of talking.
All right. While you swallow that burrito?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whole.
But don't, do you have to regale us with all those noises? Can't you hold the mic a few feet away from that? Yeah, there we go. Again, the phone number, LOVE, 1-800-LOVE-1991.
Do better than the goddamn phone
Hang
number.
on a second. I want to get into it. The fax in which we never... Oh, thank you. That's good. The fax which we never really get is 310-854-4455. And when Adam is done with burritos, you can put him on now. He's done with his burrito. There you are.
There we go. All right, we're ready to party. No guests tonight.
Right.
And I don't know if this is good or bad or how this sounds, but I'm never happier than when we don't have a guest.
Yeah.
Not that I have anything against guests. To me, I work, and it's embarrassing to speak this way. It really is. But
Just those two words together as it applies to you, I couldn't quite handle it.
The way I work?
I work. I work.
I live for things not happening. Like, as a kid, when I showed up at school, if we had a substitute teacher, I just couldn't have been happier. And when there's no guest on this show, I feel like I don't have to do my job as much.
Yeah.
And then I feel better.
Yeah, it's good. I'm glad to make you happy.
All right. All right, so we're going to find some love tonight and the lightning round. I may start the lightning round about 10 minutes and just have it go through the entire show. But I guarantee the lightning round will strike tonight, everybody. So we're going to burn through some calls and have a good old Adam and Drew time tonight. Chris? Chris?
Yeah.
You're 15. What's up?
I was wondering why guys had nipples, because, we don't use them. And by the way, you guys are so awesome.
Thank you.
All right.
It's...
We think any less of us? We can't figure out the answer?
No, we know what the answer is.
Oh?
We talked about this.
Huh?
Because when you're born a woman, or when you're conceived.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you start down the woman path.
Absolutely. And I thought he was asking
And
why
then,
in some sort of cosmic sense. There.
Well, somewhere around 12 or 13, you make that jump to man. No. What? We're all in the womb.
In embryologic development, we all start female.
For how long?
I don't know how many weeks in, but it's pretty quick that you start to differentiate, though. And the things that would have become ovaries start to evolve into testes and start to move around. And there's actually a nipple line. There's a whole line of nipples, just like a dog has.
Mm-hmm. I prefer pig.
And those are pig has, the dolphin. And they resorb, except for the two that some people end up with more.
Right.
Some people have supernumerary nipples. And men get them just like women. And I don't know, it's just part of remnant development.
All right. We're fine, though, right?
We're fine.
Hey, listen. I like my nipples getting a little worked over. I know you. I know you find that repugnant, and that you retch when you hear me say that. But
it's not just me. It's the sensibility of our listeners.
Ladies, mark it on your calendars. I like a little nipple work.
Oh.
And
where is the David Allen Greer vomiting?
I think most guys enjoy a little nipple work. Am I right, fellas?
Is that in response to why do we have nipples?
Well, I mean, women have... There is a sort of sexual counterpart to all the parts that most women have, right? Or that women have.
Yeah.
I mean, they have the clitoris, we have the clipenis, right? I mean, we have our own thing, they have their thing. Yeah. Their nipples are an erogenous zone. Ours probably aren't quite as sensitive, but I can tell you, I enjoy a good nibbling.
Nipple nibbling?
Yeah. I mean, men have some sensitivity there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if women are 100%, men are 40, 60, whatever.
And yikes.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
Danielle? Yeah. Now you know. Next commercial break. I want a little nippling. Mark? Mark, you're 25.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, I'm a heavy pot smoker, and I'm wondering if that'll mess up my other medication. I'm on propranolol because when I was 17, I had a stroke.
You had a stroke?
Yeah.
Are you sure of that?
Yeah, pretty sure.
How did that manifest?
How did it what?
Manifest.
What happened?
Well, what happened was I was smoking a lot of weed and doing some crystal meth back then, and I would wake up in the morning and I wouldn't be able to feel my leg, and pretty soon, I wouldn't be able to feel half my body, half my tongue, whatnot, and I'd be throwing up, and they would take me to the hospital.
Well, as long as you learned your lesson, that's the important part.
So
with
that was
one drug anyway.
That was the speed, right?
Yeah.
Is that a stroke? Did they tell you you had a stroke?
Yeah, they said it was a stroke, and they tried some tablets under my tongue. They didn't work for a while, so they gave me the propranolol, and it seemed to...
Was this because your blood pressure was so high?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's the speed. Then you didn't tell them you were on speed, of course.
No.
Yeah, it's not... You should have told them you were on speed, okay? You got to talk to your doctors about this.
Well, why? It's not on speed anymore.
Well, first of all, he's doing other drugs. And secondly, the cause of the stroke may not have been the blood pressure. The blood pressure may have been in response to what he induced here. And the treatment he's getting may not be quite right. It may be more of a migrainous type phenomenon he had, actually.
Well, what do you do
I would have a migraine after the effects of being numb and stuff wore off.
You got a migraine then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this whole thing may have been migraine. And so that maybe that's why they put the Inderal to block future migraine type phenomena.
What do you do for a living, Mark?
I work at All-American Pawn Shop.
You work at a pawn shop?
Yep.
Let me ask you a question about these pawn shops, because I don't get it. I don't know the prices of guitars or barbecue equipment or jewelry, but I do know the prices of tools.
Right.
I know how much every tool costs. And once in a while, I'll go into a pawn shop because I'll see a reciprocating saw or circular saw or worm drive saw in the window, and I'll think, hey, maybe I'll go get a good deal on some tools. And the tool that cost $135 at the Home Depot with a 3-year warranty and, in the box, you a-holes want $129 for, and it's been rolling around the bed of a guy's F Ford 150 who lived in Oregon for 6 years.
How long ago did you see it on sale at the store before you saw it?
I have been in many pawn shops many times, and the prices of tools are about 3% cheaper than brand new.
Did you hear what he's telling you, though?
Right. But that's the starting point.
See, they decay.
To a pawn shop and wheel and deal.
You got a deal.
Talk it down, yeah, definitely.
So you got to keep. So when you go into a pawn shop, you just keep talking.
Oh yeah.
It's like a rug dealer or something.
But it's hard to imagine that it's hard to talk when they start that high.
They're too pissed.
I mean, what I'm saying is
maybe that's how they get the advantage on you. They bring you in so pissed off that they work you a little bit.
If your car is $45,000 new and there's a beat up old version of your car that's falling apart and the guy wants $44,000 for it,
you're pissed.
Where do you even begin?
Yeah,
that's my point.
They want you to be bewildered. They want you off balance. They got you.
Man, that is God. That's got to be Dawn of the Dead in there at a pawn shop. Guys coming in there hawking their grandpa's violin so they can get a hit of smack.
Mark's got to talk to his doctors about this.
Kathy?
Yeah.
You're 20.
Big monkey on his back.
Okay.
What's up?
Like I said, I'm 20, and I'm pregnant, 8 months, and I really don't know how to take care of the kid, and the father's gone. I don't have any, the only financial support I'm on is SSI because I'm mentally, disabled, kind of.
From what?
I've got multiple personalities and schizophrenia.
Can't one of them work?
Huh?
No.
Oh, yeah, they work.
Yeah. You could work at a video store, though, couldn't you? Don't they hire these sort of emotionally disabled there?
I could work, but I'm pregnant, so they won't hire me.
Oh, I see.
They don't have to know that I messed up.
Well, which personality's pregnant? All of them?
All of them, yeah, because it's my body. So.
Oh, yeah, right.
Who's talking to us
I
now?
wasn't thinking.
Cat's talking.
Cat is?
Cat?
Is this the executive one, or which personality is this?
I don't know. She's not really shy, but she's not really talking. I don't know. I can't really explain it.
Cat?
Is she the one?
We know about each other now.
Is she the one in charge?
Right now she is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what are the other ones?
The other ones, they are not talking.
But describe some of them to us.
Oh, it's Tom and Jerry. Yeah.
Well, some are like shy, and some are like mean, just like hate everyone.
Which one got pregnant? The horny one?
The horny one, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any men in there?
Huh?
Any men?
No.
Any?
Just females, as far as I know.
Everybody heterosexual?
They're all straight and.
There.
Anybody using drugs?
No. One of them used to smoke hella bad, but we made her stop. I made her stop.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Hey, Kathy, it's funny. You have how many personalities altogether?
Doctors never told me how many.
Well, what do you think?
They said around 7 or so.
Around 7? I have half a personality. Doesn't seem fair, does it?
No.
Yeah. You feel guilty hogging all the personalities when I'm walking around sort of half-cocked there?
Yeah, well...
You have half personality.
Because they make you do things you don't want to do.
Oh, the personalities?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it is. And what happened, do you think, that caused you to fraction off in all these different directions?
Bad childhood. Father left me when I was like really young. My mom was never there for me. I practically raised myself.
Yeah.
So, like, my personalities have been raising each other.
But something happened.
Had to be some good abuse in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, I've been beat a lot when I was a kid.
There you go.
Huh.
Abandoned really young.
Okay.
All right. Well, Kathy, how about adoption?
I'm afraid because I don't want to lose him. I've been carrying him for so long that I'm afraid to lose him.
But you're also not capable of doing an adequate job for him.
Could I? This is what I wanted to give him to my sister or someone that I know. That way I could still see him.
Yeah, but they have open adoptions these days. People that you can continue to visit, even participate. Yeah, they
But
do.
then I'm afraid I'll never,
what the hell is that?
I'm afraid I'll never get him back. Like, see if I
Well, listen, you won't, but you'll probably be pregnant in 6 months anyway. We gotta look at it that way.
Kathy, you've got to think in terms of what's right for the child. And if you really have doubts about your capacity, and if, indeed, given your history, there's a high probability that something might happen here, why not get the child what it needs? There's so many parents out there that want kids.
Well,
I'm afraid that because there's so many kids that are pregnant that they can give their kid. I just don't want it to be my kid.
They don't. That's the problem.
Yeah, hey, listen. Hey, Kathy. Am I talking to the gatekeeper, the one who's in charge?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. She's pretty much the in charge one.
Good. Listen, you're going to screw this kid up in a major way. This kid be better off raised by a family of raccoons than you and your 7 personalities. And furthermore, this kid's going to screw you up because you got a lot of work to do.
Right.
You got to do therapy. You got to get a job. You got to get on your feet. You have a lot of stuff to do, and this kid's going to hold you back. You're only 20. You got plenty of time. There's modern science has come a long way. They have medications. They have therapies. There's plenty you can do with your life. You do the right thing. You give the child up for adoption, and then you move on with your life. And later on, you get married. You have a family. All right? Do you have a therapist or a doctor?
Born, and I really don't want to get rid of it.
Oh, listen.
Okay, this is my problem.
All right, listen to me. We don't have time for
I'm
this.
listening. I
I know you have a lot of problems. Do you have a therapist or a doctor who treats you?
I'm trying to get into counseling.
Okay.
Right now.
Please get into that counseling and talk to the counselor about it. Ask them what they think about adoption. And when I'm in charge, anyone with more than 2 personalities, sterilize. That's fine.
Why made it cut off at 2?
Hey, anyone on SSI, by the way, getting it.
Oh, well, if they want the money.
Well, that's...
Just being on
I'm
SSI.
suggesting they're on it.
I see.
If you're getting any money from the government, you're also getting birth control. Makes sense. You just don't want people who aren't working and who can't float their own boat as it is having a family, because that's going to be more people for you to float. Fine. And you pussies over at the ACLU, or I don't know. Yeah, that's right. You, I'll just start that again. We'll let it down. Later. You pussies at the ACLU can kiss my ass, please. If you're getting any money, you're getting birth control. Fine, no problem with that. It's real easy. Or don't take the money. Easy, done. Jesus Christ! We can't tell people we're giving money to what to do anymore.
Or maybe at least maybe there could be graduated money.
No,
there could be subsistence money and then like bonus money. You don't get the bonus if you don't take the birth control.
I just want to. It's going to be black and white. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what your parents did to you. You put your hand out for money. The first thing that goes in your hand is some birth control. You cannot get pregnant. That's it. You want to get pregnant? You get off the dole, as they say. And why would you? In what universe would you want to have kids while you're on SSI or disability or whatever, welfare, whatever? Jonathan?
Yeah.
You're 13?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Someone kick you in the nuts?
No.
Okay. Well, speak up.
Well, I want to know how I tell this girl that I know, and I walk home with her, from school. Then I want to give her, oral.
You want to give her oral sex?
Yeah.
Well, you're just going to have to blurt it out. I would suggest using the school's PA system. You know, the one the principal addresses the students with?
Yeah.
Here's the... Oh, you want to...
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like, what's her name?
Natalie.
Natalie. Drew, you play the part of the
The coach?
You play the part of the principal and explain that Jonathan has something to say.
Students, I don't get the...
Oh, okay, go ahead. Use my mic. Go ahead.
Students of Ridgemont High, your freshman class president, Jonathan, has something to say this morning.
Thank you. Testing, 1, 2, is this on? Thank you, Principal. First thing I'd like to say is even though I'm running unopposed this year for student body president, I still need your vote. Secondly, Natalie, I know you're in homeroom right now, and it may be a little embarrassing, but I'd like to perform oral on you and Mr. Higginsthaller's shrub on the way home from school today.
Oh, my God.
If that is something that you find acceptable, please pull the nearest fire alarm, and I'll meet you out on the lawn in front of the school.
I'm also called the umbrella guy.
You are?
Why is that?
Because I have a really funny umbrella.
That's good.
Oh, well, listen, if there's one thing I know about chicks, when it comes to rain protection, that's an aphrodisiac for them.
But here's the real comedy in this is how guys think.
Do you know her?
But here's the deal.
Yeah.
Because she lets him walk to school with her,
Oral.
there it is.
That's right.
Ladies, listen to that. That is how the male mind works. There it is.
Are you dating her?
No.
He walked her to school. What are you talking about?
Do you want to?
Parents listen to this for crying out loud.
You want to kiss her first, maybe?
No.
No.
You want to go right for the oral?
Yeah.
All right, Jonathan.
Oh, Adam,
Yeah.
you're God.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And Dr. Drew, you're cool. I've gotten,
All right. There's this 13 once before tomorrow. Jesus Christ. I didn't even know that was like in my... It wasn't in my vocabulary.
Yeah.
It wasn't possible. It really wasn't. I might as well just ask my parents for a dirigible for Christmas. It just wasn't... It went under the file of... that's for others. Not for me. Jack?
Hello?
Jack, you're 29.
Hello?
Oh, boy.
Can you hear me, Jack?
Yes.
What do you want?
Listen, I have a problem. I'm attracted to younger boys,
Yeah.
and
Well, who isn't
I
these
went to a
days?
doctor,
Yeah.
a psychologist, and he didn't answer one question which I was curious on, and that's, did he think that this was hardwired? In other words, was he able to change the way I feel? I didn't really care that much about trying to find out what the cause of this was if he can't also change the way I feel.
That's a good question.
Yeah. So you were sexually abused as a child yourself?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, Jack.
Jack, are you wearing one of those dog collars with the big lampshade collars right now, or is that just your phone?
No, I'm not, but I am changing my voice because I'm on national radio and I'm telling you that I like, little boys.
Oh, I
But
understand.
Jack, there's got to be some sexual abuse. That's where this comes from.
Well, we discussed this extensively with my doctor, but there really isn't, at least none that I can remember.
All right. Well, what's your nationality?
I'm Italian.
Oh, well, that explains it.
Why just
Do you
that?
think I was Greek?
I'm Italian myself. I get a hankering for a little young ass every once in a while. I tend to ignore it, but it's the Ivy blood.
Well, it is certainly a biological imprint. Let's put it that way. But it could be changed. I can't say necessarily that it can be changed.
All right, well, let me float this theory for you, Jack. I'll put him on hold because
Give me the
talking
creeps.
through the lampshade drives me nuts. Here's my theory, Drew, and tell me what you think of this, because I've been giving it some thought, and I've used it in my own life.
Uh-oh.
Let me hawk a oyster up first before I impart this knowledge. There's change that you make in your own mind when you gain knowledge and insight. And then there's sort of change that you almost force on yourself mechanically. For instance, you're a person that shows up late to a lot of things.
Yeah.
You just force yourself to show up on time.
Right.
And eventually you become a prompt person, not because you read a book, but because you'd actually sort of forced
The behavior.
Yeah. And once you force the behavior on yourself for a long enough period of time, you just become that person.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Jack can do some work emotionally, but what Jack has to do first and foremost is never ever touch a guy.
Right.
and he may look at a guy, he may have thoughts, what have you. He may have the mind of a pedophile, but the important thing is he doesn't have the dick of a pedophile, or the hand or the mouth of a pedophile. And so everybody who's listening, you can actually, through behavior, just start doing stuff, or stop doing stuff. Don't pick up the joint, don't pick up the syringe, don't pick up the 9-year-old. Pick up your clothes and put them in the hamper.
No, this is an argument. This is a sort of controversy that rages on.
And it's a sort of which came first, the chicken or the egg controversy. But, I mean, personally, I was always like a disorganized slob.
Yeah.
And I'd look at the coffee mug rolling around in my car that was there from the morning before, and I used to ignore it. And then I'd have 10-minute arguments with myself about the merits of taking the mug back into the house, and now I just do it. Because I just beat myself into it.
But get back to attractions. It's a little more difficult.
I effed the hell out of that mug as soon as I got in the house. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that necessarily that mug would have had to have had breast for you to be into it.
Yeah.
And I don't care all the lack of all the restriction in the world for you as regards to that.
All right. Well, listen, I like a nice set of cans, but I can go to a strip club, get a lap dance, and not grab anybody. At least not until the last one, when I don't mind being kicked out. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I like a nice set of breasts. I can have a woman come rub in my face and not grab onto them because I'm a member of society and I realize that's not kosher.
That's a good point.
All right, so what Jack has to do is what I do at the strip club. Thank you. I hope you learned a lesson there, Jack. When we come back, we'll speak to, and keep going to your counselor, by the way.
Absolutely.
We'll speak to Jennifer, who's 14, mom's fiancé, gave her oral sex. Well, that's a fine housewarming present. And she wants to tell her mom.
Great.
After this.
We'll be right back with more Loveline.
You're listening to Loveline in Washington and Baltimore on 99.1 HFS.
Hey, I need to hear something out of my headphones there, Anderson. Yeah. There we go. That's all right. It's only twice in a row.
Are we on the air now?
I think we are on the air. Hey, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. I'm Drew over there. Drew, shut that
I'm trying to turn on. I swear to God,
machine. You are?
Yeah.
Okay. Phone number, 1-800-LVE-191. Fax, forget about that fax number. Hey, the Man Show's on, everybody. Turn it over to Comedy Central. Shut your radios and watch the Man Show. Ready? Go! All right. Thank you. Let's hop back on the phones. Drew, shut the computer. Jennifer is 14. Jennifer?
Yeah.
All right. So your mom's fiancé gave you oral sex?
Mm-hmm.
Just gave it to you, huh?
Yeah.
How long ago?
About a year and a half ago, maybe. Or maybe even 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
When you were 12?
Yeah.
And this was her fiancé and is now her husband?
No, they're just starting to talk about getting married.
Mm-hmm.
They've been together for like 7 years.
And what happened? So you've known this gent since you were 7 years old?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what happened? He came into your room at night, or?
Yeah, he came in my room when my mom was sleeping.
Wow. You know what? Is
anything happened since then?
No. Well, I mean, he's tried kind of a few times, but I've said that I'm trying to sleep.
Oh my God!
So he's attempted to come back into the room on a couple of occasions, but you've sort of warded him off.
Yeah.
Boy, that is. See now, under my regime, I would have him killed. I would consider that horribly flawed and beyond repair and therapy, and just put him down. No problems. Sleep like a baby. And you've never said anything to your mom?
No.
And what about your biological dad?
My parents have been divorced since I was in like first grade.
But could you talk to
What
your dad
about
this
him?
guy?
Now, think about what kind of guy biological dad is when biological mom chose him.
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
No doubt.
He's probably more than that.
Yeah, I hate him. Like, I see him, but, like, I would rather not.
Did he sexually abuse you too?
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm. You have any brothers or sisters?
I have a younger sister.
How young?
She's 10.
Okay. Do you suspect anything's ever gone on with her?
I don't know. It might later.
Yeah.
She's pretty innocent.
Oh, boy. You need to talk to your mom about this in a big way.
I don't know if I should, though, because it's been a long time.
Doesn't matter. She needs to not marry him in a huge way.
Huge way.
How sane is your mom?
I mean, I could talk to her, but I don't know what to say.
How sane is she?
She's sane.
Just
She
say
is sane?
Oh, yeah.
She's not screwed up?
No, not at all.
Doesn't she have to be a little bit screwed up to welcome
with this guy
into her home?
I don't know. I think she's needy, and I think she's scared of being alone, and so that's why she's...
Well, you must tell her that he has come into your room at night and touched you in ways that were just wrong. And you are worried about this upcoming marriage, and you feel that you have to tell her about it.
And you're worried for your younger sister as well.
Yep. And if she did not respond to you, you either tell your dad or you call Department of Social Services yourself.
Well, Dad may be off the list because he's an a-hole, but call Social Services.
But an a-hole may be exactly what's needed in the current situation.
Yeah, maybe he'll come over with like a tire iron and straighten things out. Hey, Jennifer? Okay, let me tell you something that's very important. I'm only going to take up about 10 seconds, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry for what you've been through with your dad and now your stepdad. All guys are not evil, and all guys are not your dad and your stepdad.
You don't need power over all of them.
Okay.
Go to college, go away to college. You don't have to become a lesbian. You don't have to have sex with everyone in your high school.
Or be a stripper.
Although if it's just at a topless place, all right, we'll talk about that later. All right, Jennifer?
Okay.
All right, remember? Listen, all you screwballs out there who think all men are evil and they're abusive and they're manipulative and all that, look at my partner over here, Dr. Drew. That's Dr. Drew. You realize that? He's got a couple of boys. They'll be your age one day, and you can date. All right. Talk to your mom, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. What a guy. It just slid in for a little oral. They give it a try every once in a while.
You wonder...
He's got to drink. Because if it's a once in a while kind of thing, he's got to be loaded.
And I don't know if I've ever met the person that does that. You know what I mean? Who is that person around walking out there that does that to their fiance's daughter?
Yeah, the little oral once in a while.
Think about that. I mean, who is that person?
And when you get drunk, though, that's the problem with getting really loaded. Everything seems like a decent idea. I mean, this guy, I'm sure he holds a job down. I'm sure he's not out wielding a machete and getting talked off of roofs and having SWAT teams fire at him. Probably got a job, probably doesn't cause too much trouble. Mom thinks he's a decent enough guy. Then, drinks half a bottle of tequila one night and thinks, I'll go down on my 12-year-old stepdaughter. Yeah.
It's more like, she's hot. I bet she's into me.
Yeah. I'm kind of pissed at Mom, but I'll show her.
Come here and give me a hug.
I wish they were all that obvious.
I mean, how flawed can you get? Well, at least he performed on her. I mean, there is a bright spot. Robert?
Roberta.
Is that Roberta? Sorry. Roberta, you're 15. What's up?
Yeah, okay.
Oof.
I've, tried to have sex with 2 guys before.
Yeah.
Last year with my boyfriend, and it wouldn't go in. And
Roberta sounds 7.
Yeah.
Maybe 6.
Are you a little person, Roberta?
no, I'm 15.
Are you a little person?
Oh, I'm short.
You're short.
I'm short.
Okay. Sounds like she's from Lilliput.
No, Munchieland.
Yeah.
And then over the weekend, I was with this guy that I totally love and everything, and we were he's never had sex before, and I never have. Really. And it wouldn't go in either. And then so we stopped.
Well, good. That's your body telling you it's not ready.
That's right.
That's what it is?
Yeah, it's
Pushing that penis out like a splinter.
Probably probably because of anxiety. There is something called vaginismus. We actually have some health-wise articles about that in drdrew.com with some links to organizations that give you exercises and things to help overcome that. But when it's anxiety, that's appropriate because you're not ready for this, or you've had some trauma in the past that this is reminding you of, Roberta, then it's maybe something more of a reaction to how you're feeling.
If you have it on December 25th, it's called Vaginismus, right, Drew? Thanks.
Yeah, day before Vaginismus.
There you go.
And then the next day on Sunday, I was
When is Vaginismus? 25th, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
All through the house.
Yes.
All righty. Yes, Roberta.
And then the next day, I was bleeding on Sunday.
You're bleeding.
I was,
Good.
and I was over my period.
You want to know whose blood that is? That's the blood of Christ coming from your vagina. That's what came from his wrist. Shut up! Do you hear me?
Yeah.
You understand?
Uh-huh.
He's crying.
Okay.
He cries blood, Christ does. I don't know if you know that. And it's because he wants you to remain a virgin.
Okay.
He weeps for your hymen. All right?
Okay.
I pray for your hymen. All right, so no sex for a little while. Just give it a little more time.
Okay.
Another 11 years or so. All right, Roberta?
Okay.
No, just a couple of years.
Do you have a hymen?
Huh?
Do you have a hymen?
What is that?
When you know what that is, that may be when it's time to start thinking about sex.
What is that? A woman not knowing she has a hymen, it's like you owning a car and not knowing what the steering wheel is. You know what I mean? I mean, don't you have to know what your goddamn hymen is when you're sexually, or at least attempting to be sexually active female?
But in certain sort of, shall we say, cultures, if you say, oh, cherry.
Oh, you say
okay.
cherry. Oh, I see. Roberta?
Yes.
Do you have a cherry?
Yes.
Okay.
See.
Thank you. You pre-med?
Huh?
Okay, hold on. You can't ask for a better answer than, huh?
Bioengineering.
Yeah, all right. For Christ's sake. Okay, hold on. Listen to me, you idiots. None of you could be dumber than I was when I was in junior high. You just couldn't be. I was the world's worst goddamn student. I was a ceramics major. Do you hear me? I never took algebra. Never.
Could you have called a radio show, though, and had an interaction? Listened, responded?
Yes, I guarantee none of you were dumber than I was in junior high. I would match my academic record against any of you idiots. Never took any of the SATs, never applied for any college, I still haven't got a diploma, ceramics major, failed biology, failed driver's education, driver's ed, failed, okay? Was not allowed to take biology, never spoke a foreign language.
We're impressed.
I will mark my academic record against any of you idiots. Yet, when I was in the 9th grade, there was a girl named Debbie Hyman, and what did we call her? Buster.
Oh,
That is right, because we knew what a hymen was. I have no hymen. I know what a hymen was in the 9th grade, for Christ's sake. Jesus, what is going on
No, go
with this
line
country?
one.
Line one? All right. Sean?
Sean,
Yes, you're 15. What's up?
well, I got like these bumps on my genitals. I'm not sure what it is.
Are they on the testes?
It's on like both.
Are they sort of white and soft?
I don't know about soft, but it kind of looks like acne. But
Are you sexually active?
no.
Could it be like acne? Because you can get little sores down there like that.
It's like, I don't know.
That's probably what it is. Keep it clean. Don't let it get infected.
Hey, remember the point I was making?
Yeah.
No. Is it like a zit? Oh. Like an acne zit? Oh. Okay, 1 for yes and 2 for no. Are you hungry? Do you want liver?
Huh?
Cameron? Yeah, you're 25. What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, she wanted me to tell you about this masturbation technique that I made up when I was in junior high school.
Hold on.
Who's she?
The chick that I just talked to, your operator or whatever.
Are you on the speakerphone?
No, I'm on a portable.
All right.
I'm in the bathroom now.
I understand. Hold on a second, Cameron.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear this. All right?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. Boy, do we have idiots calling this show tonight.
Huh?
20 people in their late 20s, people in their teens. I mean, it's quite a broad spectrum of idiots that are calling this show tonight.
Cavalcade.
Somebody call up with some degree of intelligence, please. I beg you. We should have some sort of a hotline for 100 IQ and over that we could put together. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh, yeah. Where's my farters? Where are my fart on command kids?
Oh, yeah, those guys.
Got to talk to those kids. Those are my peeps. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with Cameron and his masturbatory technique that he's pioneered after this. It's the Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Yeah. Let's just go home and play music. Just play some music? Who's going to know? Yeah, we'll just hear the same riff. Who is this, Anderson? Stain? Yeah, we had him on the show.
Who?
Stain. They were on the show not too long ago, I don't think. Huh? Yeah, play that riff again. Yeah? Got that queued up? No. Yeah. You guys could dig on this for about another hour and 15 minutes, couldn't you? It's a pretty strong riff. Oh, we got someone ready to fart. All right, here we go. Thank you very much. Tyler?
Yeah.
Hey.
Been a long time.
Yeah, I think he used one of my own.
Yeah.
Own testicles, that is. Tyler, you can fart on command, right, brother?
Yeah.
And we gave you...
What made you think about having these guys call you back?
We gave you the hotline number. I love farting.
Yeah, but
I love it. I love it.
What made you think of it? These guys particularly.
I don't know why somebody Anderson brought it up, I think.
Oh, okay.
Popped into my head via Anderson's head, and now Tyler's called. Tyler, why have you been ignoring us?
I haven't. I've been I called a long time. I've been trying to call in.
What?
The phone screeners never let me on.
What?
Disqualified?
What?
The phone screeners.
Oh my God! This is an outrage.
Over 10 times.
Anderson?
It was Lisa.
Lisa did that?
She was anti-Tyler. I told her, like,
They answer the phone, and then they say, like, I can always tell they ask somebody, and then, like, they just say nope, and then just hang up.
Oh, Lisa. I tell you, this show, this is the most amazing organization in the world. All right, Lisa is very, very lucky she is not here. I'm outraged by this. Idiots. I tell the person to call the goddamn show, and they're doing the screening. How many times did you call and were turned down?
Probably 10.
What the hell is going on?
I haven't.
Damn lying, you know it! Was it really 10 times?
Yeah, it's been like 3 months, and I've tried probably, like, maybe almost 10, like, maybe a little less, like 8.
Anderson says 3 times?
Anderson's crazy.
Well, we know whose camp Anderson's in. He's in smack dab in the middle of Lisa's camp.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler. Well,
here we
thank
go.
God you got through this time. This is an outrage.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Oh, man, it has been so long. 3 months since I've heard the crack of your ass.
I wish I could describe to people the visual I just got. Which is basically, Adam, it's like Adam, I imagine you like getting on a roller coaster, just waiting.
Yep.
Just waiting.
Big ass
Nice,
roller coaster.
Concentrating, looking straight forward, and then it hits.
Methane roller coaster. I am so delighted with gas. And not only don't understand those who aren't delighted with it, but have disdain for them. I really do. There's a handful of guys out there who don't like farting. Don't trust them. Not for 1 second. To me, it means the absence of a sense of humor.
Yeah.
That's what it means to me. Guys who don't like farting, I'm sorry, Anderson, you don't like farting. You're missing a very key component in your personality. You're either missing a sense of humor. Is that you, Tyler? No way. No way. No.
is that funny?
No way.
What was that?
Hold on, Jen. Is that Genevieve?
Yeah.
That wasn't you, was it?
That wasn't me.
What the hell was that? Anderson. That must have been Anderson. Wow, that was awesome. That was wicked. Yeah, put that on my outgoing phone machine message there, Anderson. Jesus Christ, who let that? Was that real? Soundbite. Nice. Hey, Genevieve?
Yeah?
I know you represent the gals in the Powder Puff division of the gas competition.
Power Puff in this case.
Yes, the Power Puff. You want to work something up for us, too? A little battle of the sexes between you and Tyler?
Sure.
Yeah, you feel good, Genevieve?
Yeah.
You want to start?
Okay.
Tyler, you ready to answer her?
All right, here we go.
Wait, who's going first?
You go first, Genevieve.
Okay.
All right, I'll listen to this.
Oh, wait a minute. Tyler, go.
All right, here we go.
Hey, that was solid.
Okay.
Maybe you two should, meet and give birth to a super hybrid farting baby. Hi, Genevieve. What? Genevieve sounds, genuinely intrigued by Tyler's ass. Genevieve, what do you got for me?
Okay, I'll try.
All right. Wow. That is awesome. Hey, Tyler, Genevieve?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guys my cell phone number, too. Okay? I'd like you guys just to call me when I'm on the road. Because, LA's hell. There's a lot of traffic. I have a high-stress job. You kids call me up, break a little wind.
Sure.
Bring a little sunshine into my day.
Fine with me.
Oh, man. Genevieve, do you have a man in your life? A boyfriend?
I'm not really sure right now.
Oh, I see. He's a little
But,
on the fence. Yeah. I'll tell you, any man would be crazy to pass you up. That is amazing.
I'll tell him that.
Hey, okay, let's hear one more from both of you before we move on. You want to start, Tyler?
All right, here I go.
Let's hear the inhale, too.
Oh, yeah, I'll walk you through the process.
Yeah, why don't you guys see if you can work one together?
Oh, really?
A lovely duet like Peaches and Herb.
All right, well, hold on.
All right.
Hold on, here comes the in.
All right, Genevieve? Go, baby.
That was all in.
That was all in?
That was the out.
Nice. Genevieve, what about you?
Okay, I'll try again.
Yeah, ready? Here we go. Wow. Nice. I'll tell you, there's nothing better. Nothing funnier. There's no comedian that could ever write that funny.
Yeah,
Shakespeare isn't that clever.
Yeah.
What's that?
My friends all know about this, what I've been doing, and, they all would listen the nights that I would do it, and then it's sad that I had to, stop calling.
Yeah. It breaks my heart.
I called in one time, too.
Oh.
When the cast of that 70s show was on.
No, listen, Genevieve, Tyler, first off, I apologize on behalf of myself, Loveline, the affiliates, and your local radio station, number one. Number two, I am outraged that you called the hotline that I gave you and that the phone screeners turned you away because it did not bode with their personal sensibilities.
Lisa.
Listen. Oh, God, is that Lisa lucky she's not here. I would go sick on her if she was here right now. I apologize, and you two, you call back whenever you like.
Okay.
All right? All right. Thank you very much. You take true talent like that, and these kids are busy. They don't have time to be calling radio stations and waiting on hold. These are talented artisans. Do you understand? And the fact that we put them through the mill that way and then rejected them is it's a crime. And again, I cannot apologize enough for it. And apologize to you, the listeners, for not sharing that with you over the last couple of months. We will say hi to now Cameron. Cameron? Yeah, we teased you on the way out, but then the ass twins called in. We had to move on. Now we got to move on again, but don't worry. You're going to tell us how you masturbate? You're going to give us this technique you have?
I made it up when I was like 14 or 15. I don't do it anymore, but
yeah,
I figured there might be some kids out there about that age.
All right, we'll hear about it.
All right, Cameron, hang on.
All right.
I noticed you're out of the bathroom. I want to thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back with Cameron and his masturbation technique after this. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Remember? Did it involve you just getting an erection, lying on your belly, and rubbing on the bed?
No.
No. How'd it go?
It was pretty complicated. I made this up, so I had to put a lot of thought into it.
Come on.
All right.
Got his protractor out.
All right. You know those like those big Ziploc freezer bags?
Yep.
All right. Take one of those and like fill it with hot water.
Uh-huh.
And then seal it.
Yep.
And then fold it in half.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then you wrap all that up in a towel.
Uh-huh.
And then squirt some conditioner in there.
Ooh.
And then put
Diabolical.
And then
Nice.
put it in between your mattresses.
Oh, between the... Ooh. Yeah.
And then lay the mag right on the mattress, and then just go to town on it.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I would have never got a girlfriend if I'd figured that thing out.
Well, I didn't have a girlfriend back then. I was like 14 or 15.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it feels like the real deal.
How long did you use that technique?
Pretty much all through high school.
He still uses it.
Once in a while when you get drunk, you take a little whack down memory lane. You ever get out the old Ziploc bag?
Yeah, pretty much.
And when you see a commercial for one of those Ziploc bags in a sort of Pavlovian response, does your penis start drooling?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I don't have to do it anymore because I get laid now, but...
I understand, but well...
I thought that maybe you'd like it because I know you like to masturbate.
I think
Yeah,
Adam.
yeah, thank you.
I think Adam's hand would be jealous. I think he'd be uncomfortable. I don't think it would do it for you.
You're probably right. Yes. Hold on. My hand. What's that? Yes? It's all right? Say it's all right? It's all right.
It's all right.
All right. My hand says it's all right. Senior Wences has spoken. All right, Cameron. That's it's an ingenious technique.
All right, I just thought you might want to know.
I do appreciate that, and I think that's nice. And here's the question I have: did your folks ever find anything pressed between the box spring and the mattress?
No, but they probably noticed that the Ziploc bags were going pretty quick.
Or did it ever rupture and make a big mess
Yeah.
that you couldn't explain?
No, because it didn't. I don't know. They never checked. It didn't matter.
No, you never got popped. No one ever walked in on you doing that?
No, I never got busted.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That was my sincere wish that you had. All right, Cameron.
if you want, I could come on to the Man Show and demonstrate how to make one.
All right, hold on. We'll book you. Idiot. Kristen,
Hello.
you're 21. What's up?
I have a quick question about an acne medication that I've been taking.
Right.
I guess it's for Dr. Drew. It's not specifically for acne. It's minocycline. It's
Tetracycline.
antibiotic.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know if there are any bad effects if I take it long term.
No, that's why they have people take that long term.
Okay, I just asked because I had a girlfriend who was on it, and she ended up having all sorts of problems with ovaries and stuff like that, and it really freaked me out.
From minocycline? Minicin?
Minocycline.
She had problems in her ovaries from minicin?
They don't know if that's what it was from, but
No.
she had been taking it for over 2 years.
No.
So how long can I take it?
I'm not sure there's a time limitation. In general, when dermatologists prescribe that, it is 4 years.
Okay. So
That's
there's
just
nothing weird about taking an antibiotic for a long time?
This is designed specifically for that. The only thing I ever worry about, and I brought this up with a dermatologist, is something called pseudotumor cerebri that I once saw from tetracycline. It's sort of a headache syndrome. And they said it just never happens. So
Yeah. What is it? Is that, I'm 35. I still get zits. What is up with that?
tell me about it.
Yeah. What is that?
That's bad luck.
Is that what that is?
Bad genes.
Actually, I don't really get zits. My problems are all sort of hair-related. Ingrown hairs, shaving, rashes, things like that. I rarely get just a sort of basic everyday zit. But I still get one once in a while, and I'll still get one on my back now and again. And I keep thinking, I'm 35. I got gray hair, for Christ's sake.
Enough.
Gray hairs and a zit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm standing in the mirror, I'm looking at myself, I'm going, I got a zit on my shoulder.
No mercy, no
and
God.
I have a gray hair popping out of my head. What the hell is that?
Right.
What is that? Jesus Christ. Kick Dad nuts. Mental note. I got to see him so I can kick him in the nuts for that. Lewis?
Yes.
You're 18?
Yes.
What is up?
My parents have gone through a separation. Now they're getting a divorce.
All right.
And my dad's had really bad kidney stone problems, and he became addicted to the painkillers they're giving him. As in, it started out slow with like Vicodin, then Demerol, then Demerol injections.
Demerol injections? Wow, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah, he was going through like 10 of those a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the real thing. That is severe addiction.
And then he's kind of backed off a little bit, but he doesn't want to go to rehab or anything like that.
Where does he get all the injectable Demerol?
Doctors.
Different ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He keeps bouncing back and forth. He wants to stay with one.
Don't they have a way to meter that?
No, the pharmacy should, but people can overcome that easily. Why don't you call some of these doctors and alert them, see if they can intervene and get your dad into some treatment? Because this isn't the kind of thing you can back off of.
You can't.
No.
We've tried that, and he just keeps finding new doctors.
Yeah. Are going to like Elvis's doctor or
why
something?
don't you go to Al-Anon or Alateen and get some help for yourself?
Okay.
That's about all you can do.
And I've been after this girl for a while, and she doesn't really show any interest in me. And she like became my best friend, and now I don't know how to deal with that.
Oh boy.
Hey, you got to shoot her up with Demerol and hop on her.
I think he did all that hard work of establishing.
Yeah. Now, sorry, Lewis. It happens all the time. Happens to the worst of us.
Yeah, but every time I get in a relationship, I compare them to her, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, stop it.
And she has no idea you're into her that way, huh?
Yeah, she does.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
And what does she say about that?
Nothing really.
She's not into it.
No.
Oh, that is a bitch.
Well, she says sometimes like she is, and then she says she's not.
Oh, please.
Now, when you get extra needy, she says she is.
Yeah.
Hey, Lewis.
Yeah.
There's someone out there for you. Maybe more than one.
But more importantly,
it's not her.
Take care of yourself right now. You're really looking for refuge in these relationships, relief from the pain of dealing with these parents of yours.
Yeah.
And it's time to take care of Lewis. Go to Al-Anon, go to Alateen, develop some relationships that are more healthy, not romantic, but just people available to help you deal
How
with
much
these
more
feelings.
powerful is injecting Demerol than taking it in a pill form?
I'm not sure you can quantify it that way. You can get a lot more in more quickly, and that tends to make it more addictive.
Yeah.
So it's
Kidney stones are pretty painful, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
I
but
don't blame the guy.
But that's not what's going on here. Please.
Okay. Carl?
Yeah, what's up?
You're 18?
Yeah.
What's up?
Excuse me, Carl. Sorry, the kidney stones hurt for a while, and that's it.
Uh-huh.
So,
All
all right, Carl.
Yeah, I'm 18, and I've only been able to have orgasms through wet dreams during my sleep, and never through masturbation.
Oh.
In fact, I don't masturbate because of that. I just get irritated, so I just stop.
Okay. Well, you got to kill yourself.
I don't want to do that.
Are you on any medication?
No, no medication.
How long have you gone in terms of trying this before you give up, generally? In other words, how long do you try to orgasm before you forget it?
How do I try?
How long do you go
about
on?
10 minutes. About 10 minutes or 15, something like that.
Yeah. Have you been with a woman?
No.
What do you think would happen if you're with a woman? Have to fall asleep on top of her?
I don't know. Depends on how excited I get. I probably wouldn't have a problem.
Well, what's the most you've done with a woman?
Basically just the touching and all that stuff and kissing. That's about it.
Uh-huh.
It's really that you have no arousal by yourself, though. You have no sense of connection.
You have an erection when you're by yourself, though, right?
Yeah.
And
that's about all that I can get.
And you can't get anything out of yourself?
No.
Oh.
I get no pleasurable feelings at all.
Are you on medication?
No.
Do you have any medical problems?
I have gynecomastia, but I don't know if that would have anything to do with that.
He has breasts?
Yeah. And you have that with not from medication, but just from development?
Yeah.
Are you overweight?
Excuse me?
Are you heavy? Do you weigh a lot?
Well, I'm 6'5", 230. So
that's about right. The reason I ask that is that adipose tissue, a very high body fat percentage, can result in high levels of estrogen and then very suppressed levels of testosterone.
And what are they going to do about your gynecomastia?
I don't really know about that. I went to the doctor about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
But I really didn't
get into it that much because I was just basically going for a checkup.
Nice.
You know, I think you
All right, well, wait a minute. Let me ask Carl a couple of questions here, because I am an expert in this field, Drew.
Which I understand.
That's good.
Give me that. First off, I don't want to twist a knife, but I can squeeze one off about a minute and a half. I really could.
Well, you've got the eye of the ninja.
Jumping rope,
don't you?
Jumping rope.
I would love to be able to do that.
That's right.
Or how about when you're with a woman?
Watching Hearts of Darkness. I could do it. With a woman? No, with a woman, well, either way. I can take a while or I can get one off, depending on, what's on TV. But, Carl, you get an erection, and you can maintain the erection okay, right?
Yeah, no problem.
And you start touching yourself. And does it feel good to touch yourself?
Actually, yeah, it does.
Okay, and you have any pornography on hand?
Got plenty.
You got plenty?
Yeah.
You put the pornography on, you have movies, and you start touching yourself, you get a little rhythm going. Takes a little while to work a technique out, and you've never had that break-in period.
Right, but I just get bored with it.
Yeah, well, that's not an option. You're going to have to get one off, because once you get one off, that's it. You're on your way. It's just hard to get that first one off. Yeah,
I've tried. I've gone so far as to, try to set the mood and all this, that, and the other.
Carl, I wonder if there's something going on biologically with you. You really do need to see a doctor about this gynecomastía. At 18, for a 13-year-old to have that, it's not uncommon, but to still have it at 18, and then have this sort of decreased arousal business with your sexual response, just makes me concerned that there's something biologically going on.
6'5" and breasts is not a great combo either, by the way.
Yeah.
Once in a while you see a guy who's got a little of that going. It's not something that the ladies flock to. See a doctor, figure it out, and I'd like to come over there and work with the lad. I really would.
Personal trainer.
Yeah.
Carolla training.
Show up with my workout belt on,
electric toothbrush.
Roll of paper towels on the side, a lotion dispenser, have a universal remote, all the stuff I usually use. Oh, boy. Oh, that is rough. Okay. Josh?
Yeah?
You're 13?
Yeah, when I try to masturbate, but I can't orgasm.
Oh, you got a little theme night going, yeah?
Is it because I'm too young?
Yes. You're 13. That's fine.
This will take care of itself. Why are you even trying to masturbate?
I wanted an orgasm.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't that be it?
Hey, Josh?
Yeah?
We appreciate your candor, first off. We really do. And that was kind of a no-duh question there, Drew. You wanted something to come out of his penis.
But usually there's something driving, like the desire, like there's more than just a curiosity about
orgasm. You got older friends who are masturbating you're trying to keep up with?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Little peer pressure. All right, Josh, you're fine. You're 13.
Okay.
All right, you're just weeks away. I predict it. There's a big bucket of semen just around the corner. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Listen, I didn't get going until 16. I think I was 16. Do you believe that?
Well, you've been catching up.
Old maid.
Very nicely.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Angelina?
Hi.
What's up?
All right.
20 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was molested by one of my older brother's friends. And I told my brother about that, and they got in a fight, and they didn't talk anymore. But
how old were you?
I've been having these, flashbacks of things that have happened, but I can't put it together. And I was wondering if I went to hypnosis, if it would work and help me get my memory back. Or
How old were you when this happened?
9.
And
I have this, vision.
No way up. It's quiet. What did he do to you?
Well, he had spent the night over here, and he was sleeping on the floor, and I was sleeping on the couch, and he just started going down my pants, and I just pretended I was sleeping because I was scared, and then he just started going up my shirt, and then finally I just got up and I cursed him out, and I cursed at him, and then I went into the bathroom and started crying, and then about a while later I told my brother because I was scared, and they got in a fight. But I have these weird.
How old was he?
He was about 16.
Well, going up the shirt of a 9-year-old.
Yeah,
that's
down
Well, the down part I understand, but the up the shirt of a 9-year-old, that's some kind of strategy there.
I don't know.
You might as well go up your own shirt, for Christ's sake. My God.
I don't know, but I just can't. I mean, like, but there's other stuff that's happened also, and that's just even more complicated, but I just don't understand, like, what these flashbacks are from, you know what I mean?
Well, what do you think you're seeing?
What do I think I'm seeing? Is that what you said?
Yeah. What are they
You're having a flashback,
Just
right?
like,
Oh, boy.
I'm just, like somebody else touching me, and and there's another girl involved in it, like younger, while we're younger, and I can't put it together. Like,
Well, that would fit with you being a victim at 9.
Yeah, on the other hand, what this guy did wasn't great. You had sort of the right reaction, and it doesn't sound like something that would scar you for life.
no.
Bad episode, but certainly by Loveline standards, we've heard a lot worse.
Oh, I know, but
And maybe, though, there was some history of this before that, neighbors, something like that. God knows what the family unit is like. Not great, I'm guessing.
Oh, well, like, actually, I only live with my mother and my father, and my uncles, 2 of my uncles died a long time ago when I was younger.
Of what?
So I never really knew anybody else. My mom kind of kept me
Okay.
with her. But
Well, listen, Angelina.
Angelina.
Yeah. Who cares? Now listen to me. It's all one big number for me. I wouldn't go crazy exploring this thing. I'm not a big fan of this. You know, this I got to get into hypnotherapy.
Oh no,
sort everything out.
No.
It in a way it's sort of gimmickry. When you know what it is. Here's what it is. I'll give one of my analogies, and this one's not going to involve a car either.
Shocked.
Therapy is a long process, and it takes some work. And there's no free lunch in it.
Right.
And once in a while, people try to sort of sidestep that process.
Right.
Well, you read Dianetics. Sure, there's a volcano going off on the cover of this book. L. Ron Hubbard's a genius, and it's going to solve all my problems in the subway on the way to work when I read this book.
Right.
Magically, it doesn't work. And here's the analogy. Once in a while, you open a magazine, and it has some electrode thing that you strap to your belly that's equivalent to doing 1,500 sit-ups.
Right.
And you think to yourself, that's great. Because while I'm watching TV and snacking, I can be doing 1,500 sit-ups. But you know what? It doesn't work. It doesn't, because you're not sweating. And the only way to get washboard abs is for you to sweat a little bit. Mm-hmm. And it's the same with this hypnotherapy or these books or self-help tapes or whatever, as opposed to therapy. You got to get in there and you got to pay the fiddler a little bit. Otherwise, it will not work by definition.
That's true. Basically, your brain will let you have conscious what they can deal with.
Yeah, you can go be hypnotized and pull anything out you want.
So what?
Yeah, the guy will tell you you're Napoleon. You'll believe him. And then you'll start getting those great past life regressions.
Well, no, but even if you could remember accurately what had happened, so what? What would that do for you? There's still all the feelings that have to go along with that need to be sorted through very carefully.
That's right. And it turns out you'll be nobility, though, if you get that past life. John?
Yeah.
You're 18.
Yes.
Wait a minute, I was nobility.
Man, I'm nobility. Yes, I was a
military commander.
I was a great, powerful king who led warriors into battle. Yeah, I'm not. I wasn't a guy who mopped up at the vomitorium and died on the crapper. Nope, I was leading my troops into battle.
And by the way, if we really were going to be people that lived in ancient times, most of us would have died by the age of 5.
Oh, that's
Think
true.
about that.
Yeah. What about those past life regressions where you just died at birth? Do you get those? All right, Drew, we're going to start eating popcorn on the air?
Turn the break.
All right. John?
Yes.
All right, sorry, buddy. You're 18.
Yes.
You thought you were bisexual, but not sure.
Yeah.
You had sex with a guy?
Yes.
How was that?
It was all right for the first time, but then after it was, I thought, ugh.
Have you had sex with a girl? Have you had sex with a girl before?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And how'd you like that?
That was good.
Who's tied her?
Why such confusion?
I don't know. I mean, I believe I was molested when I was little.
Well, that would be why.
I was molested by two little boys. I was around 3 or 4.
Wow, other kids did it too?
Yes.
Little kids?
Huh.
Man,
oh, boy.
That could be something.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be everything, though. Better kids than adults, I'd say.
Can you just chalk this up to experience now and go on and be a little clearer about your orientation, or are you still just as confused as before you had done this?
Yes, I am.
You're just as confused. Surprise. Maybe more confused now.
Well, you didn't like the guys that much, did you?
It was all right.
Yeah.
That's what's confusing.
How's the Bahamian? Is that still intact?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing him, not he.
Yeah, his behind though is all shot to hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, good man. That don't make you gay. You're giving it to him.
How about, how about a little therapy? Try to deal with those traumas.
I was trying to get some therapy, but it's not working.
Well, it takes a long time.
Well, he didn't even get in. He was just thinking about it.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
All right, well, it's not worked. Fine.
And I don't have a good relationship right here with my parents. I don't talk to my dad that much.
That's not a surprise.
Hey, John?
Yes?
Here's what you need to do. As you know, I'm a genius, right?
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I couldn't host a radio show. I couldn't be on radio if I wasn't a genius.
Whatever.
There's very stringent rules FCC lays out. So, here's what it is. You've done a little experimenting, and all it's done is serve to make you more confused.
Mm-hmm.
So, just hang back a little bit. Don't question yourself so much. Don't try to figure everything out. And go on some walks, read some books, do a few push-ups.
Just have a relationship, somebody you really care about.
Get in a little counseling.
I'm trying to get with some girl that I really want to get with, but...
Okay, that's good. Don't give her the story about you sodomizing your buddy, though. That freaks chicks out.
A little bit.
It really does. It's great. I had a girlfriend, a couple girlfriends back, and she told me about an experience she had with another woman once, and I said, yeah, my buddy Ray nailed him in the ass once, just one time, you know. And she was like, huh? I was like, yeah, we'd had a couple of beers, and we were at a party, and, he got out of the pool. He was looking pretty good. He's a well-built guy, and we went in the back there, a little tiki room back there, and where we changed, and, first we just started kissing, with the tongues and stuff, and she was like, and, I started massaging his testicles, and she was like, oh, my God, no, stop it. And I was like, oh, baby, you were with a girl once, and... it wasn't your bag, but it's nothing, it wasn't that big a deal, it's nothing, you're pretty open about it, and I don't mind hearing it, kind of turns me on a little bit, and I'm just telling you, I blew my friend right this one time. She was like, oh, no, oh my God, that's what I picture you're doing. I was like, yeah, he was in me for a little while. She was like, oh, no. And that's how women react. Yep. So, don't tell him. Yeah. Actually, I said it was my buddy Mark Drottman, who's about 300 pounds. Even better. Big, hairy Jewish guy. Yeah, it was great. And every time I started getting into it, she was like, oh, man, she was just repulsed by it. She was just retch, yeah. And it's funny because when she told me about her experience...
You were into it.
My hand was like going down my pants, and we're, in line at a movie, It's like... Yeah, it's a totally different experience.
Interesting.
All right, guys, so keep it to yourself, and we'll be back after this. Pennywise, huh? Drew's favorite band. Alrighty. It is Loveline. Adam, that is Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. And let's hop back on the phones again. Lightning round coming up in just a few breaks, everyone. You'll want to stand by for that. Tammy?
Yes.
You're 23 years old?
Yes. Hi. How you doing?
Yeah.
Well, you begged someone with some type of intelligence to call, so you got your wish.
All right.
I just have a medical question for the doctor.
All right, Tammy, what's up?
My friend has a urinary tract infection.
Right.
And my question is, what causes that feeling of, like, having to go to the bathroom every 5 or 10 minutes?
It's inflammation of the urethra.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
The outflow tract. No.
Huh?
The outflow tract is irritated, inflamed, and it makes a sense of urgency coming.
Okay.
So there you go.
That's my question.
All right, there,
bacteria all through there where they don't belong.
Huh?
Bacteria all through that part of your urogenital tract where they don't belong.
Right.
All right, Tammy. Thank you.
Thank you much.
I think I could pee at just about any time.
No, what do you mean?
I think I can urinate just about whenever.
Whether you have to pee or not pee?
Yeah.
You need to produce something.
I produce something.
Yeah.
We were talking on the Man Show about the Wheel of Destiny bit will be in this upcoming new season. You spin a big wheel, guy gets up there, could get wheelbarrow full of porn, or you could get wear Adam's underpants on your head for the rest of the show. A lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff. We're trying to think of some bad stuff for the next installment of the Wheel of Destiny. And I said, How about Adam pees on your wallet? And, it sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
It's very solid. Take your wallet out and urinate on it.
Right there in front of everybody.
Well, we make a little booth, we put a little urinal up. We toss the wallet in there, and I just give it a hose down. And Jimmy said, "Can you pee on demand?" I said, "I'm peeing right now. I can pee whenever I want."
Jimmy's just not in command of his bodily functions, is he?
Listen, I don't want to say anything bad about him because he listens to the show. But let me tell you, during the writers' meeting the other day, farted 35 times. I completely dominated the room.
Oh,
that
you
was
did?
me. That was me.
Oh.
Toward the ass. I was really, I was so impressed with myself. It was amazing. Mark?
Yeah.
You're 21. What's up?
Okay, got a problem. My girlfriend seems to be allergic to my semen.
What do you mean?
Well, she got on the pill, and every time we have sex without a condom, she gets severe pain, and it seems to get red. Her vulva area is all red wherever it has gotten on her. And I don't necessarily like to wear a condom since she's on the pill, but we
And if you wear a condom, there's no problem.
Yeah, there's no problem.
What if she goes down on you and gets some in her mouth?
She doesn't like to do that, but she did try tasting it, and it didn't seem to be a problem like that.
So it's hard to understand how that could be allergy then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, because we have this allergic to semen.
Right.
But when you get some of it in your mouth, wouldn't you have quite a reaction to it?
Yeah.
I mean, let's take an example of Drew.
Yep.
Let's take a sort of like a weed or some sort of plant life, and then you touch it to your skin, you get a reaction to it. If you ate that, would you be pretty effed up?
Not necessarily, but if you reacted to something in your mouth, you should react in the vagina or the anus, same surface, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I got more anus surface in my mouth than mouth surface. Could that be possible?
Anus surface in your mouth?
Yeah. Think about that one.
No thanks.
Okay. So, anyway, Mark, it's possible. We have heard of it. But I'm always a little skeptical.
Yeah, I suspect there's something else going on. Like she has some other sort of inflammation or infection of the vagina that when something irritating it touches it, it gets worse. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because how often does this really happen, you think?
Real rare.
And don't you think people are much more apt? I mean, I heard some study once that said 80% of the people claim they're allergic to chocolate aren't actually allergic to chocolate.
Oh, absolutely.
So people claim they're allergic to a lot more stuff than they actually are.
Oh, yes.
What is up with that? I hate those people. I'm allergic to nothing, just work. It's the only thing I have a reaction to. Catherine?
Yeah?
You're 18 years old?
Uh-huh.
What's up?
Oh, my God, what isn't? So my mom, she's, in jail right now.
Wow.
And it's because of a long story, but anyways, she's, a drug addict. And she was she got basically busted doing crack, and she was into heroin and cocaine and everything like that.
Perfectly normal, perfectly healthy.
Whose mom isn't?
And,
I remember when my mom went through the heroin meth crack phase.
That's good. So, anyways, I haven't talked to her for a year, and she calls me the other day, and I was totally excited to talk to her and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she tells me, she's like, okay, sit down. I'm like, okay, I'm sitting, and she tells me that she has married a woman, but I obviously can't marry one right now because of that law or whatever. But I'm sure they're seriously going out or something like that.
Well, they're seeing each other.
But hold on here. Why hasn't she contacted you in a year?
Well, she's been in jail, and I was living with my dad, and he's Persian, so there's no more explanation needed.
So he was sort of abusive to her when they were together, physically.
To who?
Was he abusive to her when they were together?
Oh, not at all.
Huh.
No. Well, what's your dad being Persian have to do with this stuff?
What do you mean? You said that
he's
as
very strict, and he's just very religious, and it's I didn't have any contact with anybody who obviously would have done anything that would get them put in jail. Or
How did she get to you then now?
Excuse me?
How did she get hold of you?
I moved out.
I see.
And your mom called you when she was out of prison.
No, she's in prison right now.
I know, but Drew said, why didn't she talk to you for a year, and you said she was in prison?
No, because, she's in prison also.
I know, but she called you from prison.
Yeah, where I'm living now.
Oh, okay, so why didn't...
Because my dad wouldn't let me accept
All right, well then say that, please. Jesus Christ. Okay, so your mom called you from prison to tell you she was a lesbian.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's nice. And
we need some Hallmark cards on that one.
hey, could you to take some golf clubs and bake them into a cake?
I don't know.
A file.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Listen, if I were you, Catherine, I'd hire a drifter to kill my mom. I'm thinking about doing that to my mom, and she's not even a drug addict.
Are we thinking that this is just because she was abused and she's an addict and has all kinds of issues? Or just because she's in there with women all the time?
Listen, Catherine, listen to me. I'm your new mommy.
Okay.
And Drew's your second mommy. Do you hear me now? You have no mommy anymore.
Okay.
It is very sad. I'm very sad for what happened to you. I really am, and I hate to have to give this advice out, and I give it out more than I'd like. But here's the bottom line: your mom is screwed up.
Yeah.
And she is. She may never be right. And the more you need her, want her, love her, and want her to be right, the more pain and disappointment is going to come in your life. You sound like a pretty intelligent, self-sufficient young lady.
Thank you.
And you don't sound nearly as whacked out as you should be, considering where you're from.
Yeah.
So, here's what you have to do now. You need to focus on your own ass.
Okay.
If Mom somehow finds Jesus Christ and dumps her lesbian lover and cleans up with the drugs, then maybe you can talk one day.
Well, but the lesbian part is no big deal. It's just part of her.
It's just
part of her chaos and confusion.
One more head trip to lay on her poor daughter, who's already had enough to deal with. So here's the deal, Catherine. You have no mom. You're on your own. You got your whole life ahead of you. It can be exciting. It can be full of challenges. Just take it on and get on with it.
Okay.
All right. Sorry.
Thanks.
Use your friends. You have friends?
Yeah.
Good. It's fine. Listen, that's the way I felt. I moved out of the house. I was 19. I didn't like my parents. I didn't have anything to do with them. They didn't give me anything. I had a whole bunch of good friends, and that was my family. We peed and farted on each other.
Good thing you live in New York City. You've been in a gang.
It was wonderful. Yeah. I wish I had a gang to join. Cody?
Yeah.
You're 22. What's up?
Yeah, I got a question for Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got in little trouble today at work. I got put on a 4-day suspension for starting a fight. And I was wondering if there's any kind of pill that can, I don't know, suppress anger like that or make me a little more calm.
There is.
Brownie.
You first need, do you do drugs or alcohol?
No.
First you need what?
I've drank a little bit on the weekend since I turned 21, just at bars and stuff.
You need an evaluation by a psychiatrist so they can try to figure out what the diagnostic situation is with you that's causing some of these anger outbursts. There are medications that can help control impulsivity, decrease irritability, and maybe even stabilize your mood. So at least
really?
Some people are getting into fights because they're irritable and depressed. So
let's put that right in the drinking water supply.
Drugs like Prozac can help with impulsivity, and some of the mood stabilizers can help people with labiles.
Going to dump that right in the reservoir. It's part of my regime.
But he needs to be evaluated by somebody.
All right. We're going to take a little break. I'm going to go evaluate the toilet.
Evaluate it?
That's right. See if it's fit for my whiz. Who are we going to talk to when we come back?
Yeah.
Well, we got the lightning round when I come back. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. So we're going to take it whoever.
Oh, that is very solid. All right, kiddies, strap in. The lightning round's coming at you when we come back.
Back once again with it. Loveline with Matt Carolla and Dr. Drew will be right back before you know it.
You're listening to Loveline in Washington and Baltimore on 99.1 HFS.
It's time for the lightning round. I'm H. Rackle. That's my partner, and you are smack dab in the middle lightning round right here on Loveline. Today's most powerful love life. That's easy coming at you every night. Monday through Thursday through Saturday. 10 o'clock to midnight. Let's just check the time real fast. It's 11:44 and 15 seconds. That is 15 minutes and 45 seconds away from the top of the hour. Straight up. I'm Ace Ruckle, and he is hot. Let's hop back on the phone and let's try to start by speaking to Jason. Jason is 18 years old. Jason, what's happening, brother?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Hey, brother.
What up, sucker?
Hey, brother.
Jason?
Double up?
Yeah?
Hey, brother. Hey,
Hey.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What up, sucker?
Hey, brother.
Okay, first of all, you guys rock. You guys are, like, totally awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is, I like to get high on marijuana.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I'm hearing that, brother.
Okay, and, well, when I'm high, sometimes I like to masturbate.
This man sounds like he's living
Because, like, when you're stoned and you're...
You tell me you take a nap when you're done and I'm going to explode.
Yeah, it like, intensifies the feeling.
That's right. Yes, it does. Thank you for that insight. Let's check the time. It's 11:45 and 30 seconds. That's 14 minutes and 30 seconds away from the top of the hour. Straight up. How many strike all my partner? Smack dab in the middle of the lightning round. Here on Loveline. Let's hop back on the phones again, Drew Burns. Some of these calls. See if we can help out some of the kiddies out there. What's his problem?
I don't know. He'd ask you.
Well, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get
the question?
Get a little high and you have at yourself, and then what, buddy?
Well, I was just wondering if that would, like, damage anything, if it makes you sterile.
No, it does not. Thank you for getting back to that
combo
call.
Does it, but the marijuana will lower your sperm.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little lowered sperm, I'll tell you. You know what I call lowered sperm? That's when I whack off out of the second story window. That's lowered, all right. Mailman thinks a bird got him. Ah, Nelly, it's 11:46 and no, easy. 11:46 and 20 seconds. That's 13 minutes and 40 seconds away. If not, the hour straight up. Smack down in the middle of the That's my call. That's my goodbye tonight, Drew. Let's hop back on the close again. Speaking of Gene, Mean Gene, the calling machine, 29 years old.
Yes. My question's for Drew.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Is the tab life safe?
Uh-huh.
I don't know of any serious consequences, but it's not good for you.
You big gal, Gene?
It has a stimulant property to it.
What you sporting around the gut there, Jeannie?
I'm 50 pounds overweight.
50 pounds overweight? Mm-hmm.
Get a dietitian, get a regular exercise program, much better.
Lizzie, tune into that DrDrew.com.
I also wanted to say that Adam Carolla's new commercial that was out today, where he went flying over a wall, was funny as hell.
Hot. Am I right, baby?
Wow!
That's right.
It's AT&T commercial.
One take Carolla, they call me, and it took me 35 takes to get that one right. Let's check the time. It's 11:47 and 20 seconds. 12 minutes, 40 seconds away from the top of the hour. Straight up. The witching hour. 12 midnight. I'm Ace Rockall. That's my partner, Dr. Drew, over there. You're smack dab in the middle of the lightning round. Here in the fabulous Love Life. Let's hop back on the phones. Let's not forget where our bread is buttered. Hey, partner. And we'll speak to old Johnny. Johnny, 29 years old. Girlfriend's daughter has started flirting with the Johnster. What's that?
What's up, buddy?
Girlfriend's daughter started flirting with you?
You bet. Hey, one thing I want to compliment you on your social uncandor. You know, slap people in the face with the truth.
Yep.
They don't know how to act.
Yeah.
Basically, they on their leg.
Thank you, Johnny.
Okay. This is what's up. Okay. I've been together with this chick about 8-10 years, right?
Boop.
I've watched your daughter grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's growing very nicely. That doesn't
How old
make
is
me a
she?
bad guy.
How old is she?
13.
She's 13.
Yeah,
Okay, you know, she's developed breasts. What girl doesn't?
she's a nice piece of ass, is she, Johnny?
Yeah, it's nice and sweet. But, you know, I'm with their mama, so that avoids that. What she does is she kind of peeks at me. She rubs her breast against me. She models clothes that are kind of, you know, flawny.
And you're only flesh and blood, right, John?
Yeah.
Flesh, blood, and a-hole, right, buddy?
Yeah.
John,
you know,
she's
we ain't married,
look,
so,
she's
maybe
trying
it
to
might not work out.
John, no, my God.
Hey, Johnny, how old's your old lady?
She's 30.
30 years
Very
old.
nice woman.
Got herself a nice 13-year-old.
She'll walk off the end of the earth for me.
This guy's an asshole, no doubt.
That's right. Hopefully land on a better planet, one that you weren't on. Hey, kidding, but I love him. Hey there, Doug Drew. Think about that, buddy. He's been with a girl for 9 years.
Yes.
He has a child that's not his. She's 13 years old. Let's check the time. It's 11:49 and 15 seconds. That is 10 minutes and 45 seconds away from the top of the hour. Straight up, the witching hour, 12 o'clock. Smack down. It's Rock All. My partner, Drew.
John, these young girls got to figure out who they are as they become.
Well, she's strutting around the apartment like some kind of cheap French hooker. What's a man supposed to do? They ain't married.
She's a little disturbed, and she's sort of trying to grapple with this.
Well, look at it this way.
You got to set boundaries. She's starting down the road to real trouble if you let that happen.
John, put it this way. You were her father figure her entire life. Think about what kind of shape you'd be in if you were your father figure your entire life. Food for thought, but it's hop back on the phones. Big the Carol. Carol's 20 years old. Round the phone. Carol, what's going on there, brother?
Adam, you're an absolute nut, Drew. I don't know how you put up with it in times like this.
Carolyn, hold on. Let's check the time. It's 11:50 straight up. That's 10 minutes away from the top of the hour. What's your question, brother? Right there, the love line. Lightning round.
No, 2 questions.
Uh-huh.
I want about 150 milligrams of doxycycline antibiotic a day, and I'm just curious. I'm on Depo, and I'm curious if that affects it in any way.
You know, it would affect the normal contraceptive pill, the birth control pill. I don't know if it affects Depo, I'll tell you the truth.
She's on the Depo.
I will check that out, okay? She's gone.
Well, that was quick. All right, let's check the time then. It's a good enough time to do that. Whenever we get a break, I like to check the time. It's 11:50 and 35 seconds. That is 9 minutes and 25 seconds away from the top of the hour. Straight up. Let's hop back on the phones. We got Gant over there on line 5. Grant is don't ever stop. Don't ever stop me. 14 years old. We're going to hop back. Wait a minute. Let's check the time again. It's 11:50 and now 55 seconds. That's 9 minutes and 5 seconds away from the top of the hour. Straight up. Yeah, light it around. The Dr. Drew and Loveline. Grant?
Yeah.
You're 14 years old. What's going on there, brother?
Yeah, my mom, she's a stripper, and she just recently got an offer to get in a porno video.
All right. You're going to get that new Nintendo if it kills you, right, partner?
No, it's just, we're kind of Catholics.
Right.
We're Christians and Catholics.
I see.
I'm just got accepted to a school.
You and your mom are Catholic?
Yeah.
Hey, partner, let me ask you a question here, hypothetically. I don't know. I know they have Christian rock. They have Christian porn?
I don't know.
Christian strip.
Christian strip? Nice play. Write that down, Drew. I put some money in. What's going on? So, she's Catholic, Christian man. She's thinking about doing a...
yeah, whatever.
And why do you know about this, Barda?
Because she's asking me advice for it.
Oh, my God.
All right.
And so, she just wants to know, because there's going to be sex in the video, she wants to know if it's a form of prostitution, because she's kind of worried about that, and if anyone finds out, you know.
Yeah. Why don't you talk to her clergy about it? Not you. That's
Grant,
not appropriate.
You talk. That's between her and her 5 gods. You understand? All right, buddy. Don't. I'm sorry, mommy's loony. Loony is a tune, brother. All right. Don't let it ruin you, buddy. Is Daddy around? Dad? Where's Dad?
He's in Denver.
Okay, Grant, you talk to the clergy about that. Dr. Mom, if it's a man of the cloth, and I'm a man of the cloth too, you know what I'm saying? Drew, I like spread out on my belly for a masturbate. I wipe myself down. That is the man of the cloth when it comes to me. It's 11:52 and 40 seconds, 7 minutes, 20 seconds away from the top of the hour. Straight up, smack dab in the middle. I'm Ace Rock'n'Roller. That is my partner, Dr. Drew. There. Where do you want to go, Drew? But line 6.
You're talking about cloths.
Speaking of Joe.
And cloths.
Joe is 18 years old. Girlfriend wiped herself with a rag full of his semen. That's love. Wants to know if she's pregnant now.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
About a week ago.
Now, was this a pre-semen-soaked rag that comes in one of those new dispenser bags?
No.
No, it wasn't. It was just something you got to before she did it.
That's where you mix the semen with the bag.
I understand. Yeah. I usually wipe myself with a cat and leave a tube sock for the gals. I guess chivalry's dead, huh, buddy? All right, Power. She's not pregnant. Don't you worry about it.
She could be, but nothing you can do about it now.
That's all right. She didn't twist it up into a form of like a phallus and put it up in her, did she, buddy?
No.
All right, buddy. She ain't no pregnant. All right.
Okay.
All right. You know you got her whipped when she eats that right when she's done. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. Look at that. How bad of a moment that. It's 11. 11:53 and 55 seconds. 6 minutes and 5 seconds away from the top of the hour. Straight on my ears, Rocco. That's my good buddy, my partner, Dr. Drew. Ow! Wait a minute, is that about it for the lightning round?
That's about it.
Well, another lightning round put to bed. I want to thank Miller Genuine Drive for coming in here and sponsoring the lightning round. Remember, anytime's Miller time. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the Red Fabulous Show right after this.
We're about to get...
Well, there he is, everybody. Another fantastic show.
Great lightning round.
I want to thank my partner, Dr. Drew, for doing a wonderful job tonight, of course, and, of course, Ace Rockola for sliding in here and taking over during the lightning round.
Here's a fact here, Adam. Did you have a huge afro in the 70s with a pick sticking out of it?
No, not a pick. It was a broken-off penis.
Raise.
No, my dad had the pick with the black fist on it.
Yeah.
Black fist pick. Oh, sure. He was a brother. Now, I had a medium-sized fro in the later 70s, early 80s. Not too long. Maybe about a year or so. But my dad really had the fro. And
hey, how you doing?
Clear,
look at your hair.
Clear tint glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Pants that laced up in the front and back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Still didn't get an ounce of tail. So, let that be a lesson to you. Until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Good night.
Well, now.
This has been Loveline. The stuff expressed on Loveline is not necessarily the stuff of the staff, management, sponsors, or anyone else, including Westwood One Entertainment. Loveline is produced by Ann Wilkins Ingold. Now, please enjoy these birds.